I live in E-Town. Even if I didn't cut off the iron, what's going to happen? I'm not driving back to E-Town. I had a house fire. Guess what? God restored. So why are we worrying? We're worried about the little minute thing. I'm going to tell y'all this story, and she's going to get mad at me. Today, I was talking to Ariel. From the time I walked through the door to the time I left for church, right? Ariel, it was a waltz in their room, right? Ariel said, Miss Lisa, it's a waltz. Come and save me. I said, nope, I got to go to church. She called Elijah. She said, Elijah, I want you to come home right now. It's a waltz in the room. Elijah at work now. He said, nope, I ain't coming. She said to Alisa, don't go to work. Come and get this waltz. Alisa said, girl, put your big drawers on and go kill that waltz. Now, I had a choice, Lynn. Because I love my kids and I love my grandkids, I could have went over there and killed the waltz and been the hero, right? I said, Grace, you crazy. I got to go to church. And I said, Ariel, it's okay if you go in the room, swat the walls down, and then kill them. She said, Miss Lisa, I can't do that. Okay, everybody want to front on me. I can't find nobody to answer the phone. I mean, every friend she called, they did not answer. Or they wasn't available. I said, oh, now what you going to do? She said, I'm going to wait until Elijah get off work to kill the walls. So I know she's going to get me about that one. But I told Ariel I had to tell y'all. Because she tried to get me unfocused, Tiff. Because I had an appointed time to speak this word, and she tried to make me come to her house at 6:30. I'm telling. But that's what we do. It used to be a time I would have ran over there. I gotta get my focus right. I gotta start learning that everything I can't control. Everything I can't handle, everything I can't work out. But I can pray and trust God for the outcome. You shut the door. The walls ain't going nowhere. You got 1, 2, 3, you got 5 other rooms. Go in the bathroom, take all the kids in the bathroom, ain't no window, and get in there. But y'all know we heroes. Mommies are heroes. We got to make the day. We got to make everybody's day right. Can't do it no more. I got to stay focused. I don't want to drown. You ever feel like the cares of this world have drowned you? I don't want to feel like that no more. I got to fix my eyes on Christ. Because he makes it all better. Amen? Look at yourself and say, I got to get focused. I was thinking about something. I was thinking how, people sit in church and we can hear the best word ever. And you know you're going through. You know the devil beating you upside your head. Then pastor do an altar call. We got so many thoughts that run through our head. Oh, who looking at me? I wonder if they worried about what I'm going through. What they gonna say about me if I go up to get prayer? You're worrying about all this stupid stuff instead of getting yourself right with Christ. He said, come boldly to the throne of grace. Yep, that used to be me. I used to be afraid because I was like, they're going to say, ooh, Lisa Smith been sin. Girl, who cares? See, when you get this focused attitude and you don't worry about what people think about you, what people say about you, you don't worry about none of that, and you know that it's between you and God, baby, you're going to do all you can to get focused and get your butt to this altar. Because guess what? Man don't got a heaven or hell to put you in. What they gonna say about me, Lynn? Pastor Lisa going to the altar. She must be in sin, so. Pastor Lisa trying to get her soul right. I don't know about you, but I always tell people, you without sin, cast the first stone. Baby, don't you throw no rock at me. Because guess what? We can't throw rocks. We all fall short. But the point is, when we fall short, we got to reset ourselves. We got to refocus. You know, I read something that Pastor Mike said. I like this. Oh, man. I forgot. I left my notes at home. But he was saying reset, refocus. As many times as it takes, just do it. One thing about the church, this is supposed to be our free house. This is supposed to be the house of God where we can come and I can lay boldly, I can lay at the altar, I can lay everything down. I don't have to worry about nobody saying nothing, nobody casting, we're worrying about what people think. Come on, guys, let's get focused. Let's focus more on Christ than what other people think about us. It said focus means the center of interest or activity, the state of having or producing clear visual definition, paying particular attention to. You know, we can pay some attention to a lot of stuff, can't we? What about Jesus? I thought about that song, Jesus, you're the center of my life. Is he really? It's about prioritizing a relationship with him in everyday life, choosing faith over fear, gratitude over complaint, and trust over uncertainty. Many believers focus on God by seeing his guidance in decisions, recognizing his presence in both struggles and blessings. You know, a lot of times we only pray when we're going through. That's not our focus. Our focus, he said, pray to me in the good times, the bad times. Pray at all times. That's how we're going to stay focused. But y'all remember that song, Jesus, the center of my life? Mm-hmm. Hebrews 12, 2 and 3. It said, fixing our what? It's about what you're seeing. I believe Val preached a message about our eye gates and our ear gates and what we putting in front of our face. I don't know about you, but I can't look at everything. It'll get Lily in trouble. I can't listen to everything. It'll definitely get me in trouble. Talisa asked me one day, she said, why you always listen to gospel? Because I can't listen to that music y'all listen to. I can't do it. For one, I don't like it. And for two, it be saying some stupid stuff. I said, girl, what kind of music is this? I said, Talisa, you could have made that and been rich. They only say one word through the whole song. You ever said, your kids are sitting up there just bouncing, and I'd be like, what are you, he said one word. And can't nobody even get you to move if we say Jesus. But that one word, boots on the ground, baby, they up. Boots on the ground. But tell them to come in here and give God some praise. Tell them to come in here and lift up your hands. We got to get our focus back right. Y'all looking at me crazy. Isaiah 26:3. You will keep him in perfect peace, those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. He said, I'll keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on me. Now the question is, let me ask y'all this. Do you know of a human being that can keep you in perfect peace? Do you? Good, because I wanted to know his name. Because I was married to a good husband, but he couldn't keep me in perfect peace, Tiff. Because every once in a while, he got on my nerve. And I'm sure I got on his nerves. I'm sure I got on his nerves too. But he couldn't keep me in perfect peace. Peace that passes all understanding. You wonder, you know what? I ain't got no money in my bank account, but guess what? I got peace. He said, I'm the author and the finisher of your faith. Nobody can give you peace like God. But we got to stay focused. We got to know that. I remember when me and Twan started dating. I was at his cousin's 16th birthday party. And so I wasn't even thinking about Twan, Tiffany. I was not thinking about him. I was just sitting down, looking cute. And he wanted to dance with my friend, right? So he danced with my friend. I was like, oh, gone, Denise, you know how we used to do. We young. So then he said, I want to dance with you. I was like, no, you don't want to dance with me, partner. I said, you just dance with my friend. He said, I don't want her, I want you. I said, boy, get out of here. Girl, me and Twan got on that dance floor because you know what? See, back then, you want attention from boys. Because, we were young back then. So Twan said, baby, I want to dance with you. I said, no, baby, you don't want these problems. Me and Twan got on that dance floor, but you know what? And Twan always been one who paid close attention to me. And I love it. I love it. Don't anybody in here not like attention from the opposite sex? I'm just saying. Now, if you don't like nothing, but since I was married and he was my husband, Tiff, I like the attention. I enjoyed the attention. That's how Christ is. You think about it when you block everything else out, and it's just you and Jesus. And you tell Jesus how much you love him, how much you adore him. Don't you know that makes him feel good? He said, man, I'm the center of her attention. See, now I ain't got to him. But guess what? I got Jesus. I got Jesus. So that's what I'm talking about. We, as the church, we got to get focused. Amen? It says so many things are fighting for our attention. You know how you could be having a good day and the school call. Miss Lynn tightened and slapped the teacher. Shawana, your child is fighting everybody in the classroom. Yeah, that's probably what Shawana do. All those are distractions to distract us from what we need to do. You think hey, girl, just having a great time, ain't nothing going on. Then here go Eric. Miss Lisa, Juju had surgery yesterday. He had surgery on his teeth. Y'all know I had to go visit him, right? But it's like every your attention. Everything. But then when we going to just stop and say, you know what? God, I'm going to trust you regardless of what's going on. You just imagine if when Peter was walking on that water and how he was walking. Shawana, I don't know about you, but if Jesus told me to come, I probably would have just jumped in the water